Hey folks, we are live tonight along the levee just north of Hidalgo. Levees that protect towns like Hidalgo and everybody else along the Rio Grande in case the Rio Grande floods, much like it did back in 2010 after Alex went into Mexico and the tropical depression. Within a week of that, which caused a lot of flooding along the Rio Grande, this levee helps to protect everybody. No threat of that kind of flooding anytime soon, but it's good to know these are here in case we ever need them. Now it's cooler today. Take a look at temperatures across the valley. Readings at this hour in the 60s. What a change, huh? From earlier in the week, it was in the 90s on Monday and then 80s, and well, we're much cooler than that now. Mid 60s across the area. 65 in Weslaco, 67 the latest reading in Brownsville. Still a little bit warmer, a little more sunshine actually in the far western part of the valley. 73 at this hour in Rio Grande City. It's a little breezy as well. That wind out of the north hitting us right in the face here where we're standing, and it's still a little bit gusty. About 13 miles an hour here, about 18 in Harlingen, and about the same when you get to the coast. The only place the wind's not gusting a little bit is out west in Rio Grande City. Now look ahead to the next 3 days. We'll talk temperatures first after we look at the Muggy meter, and I think what you're going to see is temperatures the next few days will go back up, but it's going to take a couple days. There's your dew point. It's at 46 right now, so the air is really dry. Now the next 3 days highs 70, 72, and then 80 on Sunday. I think tomorrow's a day a lot like today. Just a lot of clouds, a cool day, maybe a few sprinkles around, but Saturday is a different story. Saturday may be an all-out rainy day across the entire valley, it looks like now. As we look at SatRad across the region, we kind of get an idea of what's going on today, and the big story today has just been the cloud cover and the much cooler temperatures. There's been some rain just down to the south of us, the front down to the south, and rain kind of forming along that, but staying there so far. You can see it down there. Also some rain out in the Gulf off to the northeast of us, so we're kind of in the dry spot right now. That may continue another day or so, but that will change by the time we get to Saturday, and probably in a big way. Let's watch Future Track. It says the clouds stick around most of the valley tonight. You see those breaks out west, but those will fill in, and then tomorrow we start cool and just stay that way all day. Your high temperature tomorrow probably around 70 degrees. Now, let's keep going forward. As you go into tomorrow night and into Saturday, you start to see rain show up, and I think we may end up with valley-wide rainfall by the time we get to Saturday morning, certainly by midday, and then Saturday afternoon into Saturday night, there could be some pretty good rain across the region. Notice it continues all the way into Sunday before it goes away. I think we may be looking at an inch or two of rain across most of the valley, with some places seeing more than that because something could turn into a thunderstorm or two, and that could produce twice that much rain. So isolated locations may pick up 2 to 4 inches of rain. So there's certainly potential for some pretty good rainfall over the region the next, well, really over the weekend, Saturday into Sunday. Front's down to the south, and the big picture shows how that front, for the most part, not an issue, but there's an upward disturbance coming in from the west, and that's going to bring the rain chances right in on top of us. And as it does, you'll see that rain come up from the southwest and move in. There's the upper level disturbance. As that approaches, we're in the perfect area for significant rainfall, and I think that's possible against Saturday night into early Sunday. Now, by Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, you notice that begins to move away. A lot of that moisture begins to pull away from us as that upper air low moves away. And once that happens, then I think we begin a drying trend, and that will be into early next week. Although there could still be clouds around and an isolated shower, looks like drier weather for the most part for much of next week. So if we look at our rain chances, tomorrow only at 20%. I think we've got sprinkles, light stuff around. But look at Saturday, 70%. You're talking rain. Some of it could be heavy, and there is the potential for thunderstorms embedded within that. Severe weather, probably not likely, but that doesn't mean you can't have some thunder and lightning and some gusty winds. But I think rain is the biggest story. And then leftover stuff on Sunday, which should begin to taper off and move out probably by the end of the day on Sunday. At least that's what we think right now. Now, Future Track rainfall watch. We're mainly dry until Saturday, isolated showers, but then look how Saturday night into Sunday you start to see rain showing up, and this is pretty conservative. You see a bullseye to the west of us, but this shows valley-wide rain of a half an inch or so, and again, some places could certainly see more than that. All right, let's look at what's going on at the coast. And I think our forecast for the coast calls for the winds tonight to still be out of the north-northeast, eventually turning around. You see northeast at 19 in the morning. Temperature starts the day at the island about 70. UV still high. The rip current risk is high. The surf temperature's at 74. Temperatures hold around 70 all day at the island, give or take a few degrees, not very many. Here are the tides. There are 2. Seas are running 5 to 7 feet. A moderate chop on the bay. The bay temperature right now checks in at 75. So for tonight across the valley, skies will stay mostly cloudy, almost overcast. It'll be a cool night. Temperatures back in the mid-50s with the winds primarily out of the north-northeast, dying down just a little bit from what we have right now. Then tomorrow, I think we still got cloudy skies all day long, and a sprinkle or shower is a possibility. Your high temperature tomorrow should be right around 70 degrees with winds primarily out of the northeast at about 7 to 15. So here we go. Next 7 days, and Saturday is probably the most interesting of the bunch. I think there's a pretty good shot for rain on Saturday and pretty much anywhere in the valley. Everybody's fair game for it. Whatever your Saturday plans are, you might want to take an umbrella with you because it could be a wet day across much of the area. That will carry over into early Sunday. Most of next week is drier. I think there's still the possibility of some showers, but I think the wettest day of the bunch by far is Saturday, with again an inch or two of rain possible across a lot of the valley. A couple of places could pick up a little bit more than that. So as you make your weekend plans, keep that umbrella nearby. Live from just north of Hidalgo, Tim Smith, Channel 5 News at 6.